If you use beautiful materials and if you put them together in a really good way to the best of your ability, and if the place is not too big, because then it becomes incredibly expensive, if it's put together with that sort of love and understanding, then I think that's true sustainability. People will always respect that, and they will fight to keep something that is made beautifully like that.
The way I would define a home, it's really about the people in that home, and it's about family and friends, and it's life itself.
It's like a harbour for the family, and it's also almost like a cradle, isn't it, for a family? It holds the family. So yeah, it's a precious thing. When a place has actually moved on and sold, a couple of things can go wrong. You know, the people who buy the place want to make changes to it that aren't in the harmony of the place, and that happens often. So really good works are actually destroyed. In the case of Tom and Christine's place, when Tom died, Christine was very cognizant of that issue. And she asked you to write a letter, did she not?
It was an interesting process. We had been looking for a new house for 2 years, and the minute the three of us walked in, it was an extraordinary feeling, but my shoulders were sort of up high and they just dropped, and it was that extreme sense of calm that you get when you walk through that front door. I was actually overseas at the time when we found out that we actually were successful in buying it, that Christine did like us, or like our letter, or like our proposal. And I can't tell you, it was such a relief, because I don't know what I would have done if we didn't get this house. Because I'd already moved in my head, you know. It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Well, one of the things that Damien and I recognised when we came to see the house was that there was this whole floor underneath that was not being used. When you have a teenage son or, you know, kids, it's quite important to be able to have separate spaces. So the idea of finding an architect, it was a very natural sort of choice to go back to the man. You really want it to have all those aesthetics and qualities of the original house.
The house, when it was originally conceived, didn't have the basement area in it. But Simo, the builder, John Simpson, in his wisdom, saw that by the time you dug down for the foundations, you might as well cut it all out and put the foundations in from deeper down, and then you've got a basement floor.
With Harry, he's 17 and he's just about to start year 12. He's extremely lucky to be having that huge big space downstairs, but it does create a nice quiet space for him so that he can, you know, really study and focus on, you know, his year 12.
I'm not a lover of glass. You know, I keep looking here and saying, oh, the harbour looks beautiful. But boy, you just open one of those doors and you'll see the difference in colour between where there's glass and where there's not. But when it's coloured and when it's got a fractured surface, it broadcasts the light, like frosted light. And when that's mixed with colour, that's really interesting. And it doesn't dominate the place, but it's strong. And it works with the garden as well. So it was wonderful to get invited back. I was unsure when I came here first. I didn't know them at all, and I know them we know each other, I think, really well now and have absolute trust in each other to do the right thing. That's almost a perfect situation for work.